Hi, guys. Welcome to Weekly Travel Updates. I'm Melinda Fargus, your host, and it is the 19th of January. I started to say the 20th. Um, 19th of January, and it's freezing outside. I just got back in from Greensboro with Mom from the doctor, and it feels like 18, and the wind is blowing, so woo, it's really chilly. uh Winter has hit. After our cruise, it has been cold since we got home, and it wasn't just here that's cold. Even Florida, this is the second year in a row that Florida has seen snow. And it wasn't just a little bit. On the panhandle of Florida, they had inches of snow. So it is the first time in my memory that I have seen Disney shut down Typhoon Lagoon and their water parks. And they shut them down uh, about about Tuesday of last week. Well, we're back from our cruise. We had a marvelous time, but um, I have asked for prayers for my mom because on the very last day of sailing, she fell at the buffet line. Imagine having a drink in one hand and a plate in the other. And she said, "You know how the ship was a little wobbly that day? Well, I was just walking in the buffet and I started leaning. And once I started leaning, there was no coming back." So thankfully, the person in front of her wasn't hurt, but they did break her fall somewhat. She has a broken arm just below her socket in her shoulder, and she crushed the shoulder. So tomorrow, we are doing reverse shoulder surgery at Wesley Long in Greensboro, Dr. Joshua Landau, which I hear is very, very good. Um, it was a very exciting day. We went and did all the pre-op stuff, and on the way back in the house late this afternoon, Mom got a little unsteady. She's done so good today. She didn't even hold my arm as she was walking from the car. So she starts up the steps and gets overbalanced. And I tried to stop her, and I can't. And so we both hit the pavement. Well, the sidewalk. So our neighbor, Katie, she is a nurse, and she said, you really should call her surgeon and let them know that she fell because her wrist was hurting and it was bruised. So I did, and I'm not more prepared for this evening because we just got back from our second trip to Greensboro today. The good news is nothing else is broken. They did put a brace on her wrist, and she will be okay. She's a little more sore, and I might be a little sore tomorrow. So as you're saying prayers for my mom for her surgery tomorrow, you can add me to that. We know that God protected her on this cruise because, she could have been unable to walk off, but she was able to walk off. And while it has been painful, she's going to make it, and it will be okay. And we know the Lord's got this. So, again, surgery's tomorrow. I covet your prayers. Okay. Last week, oh my goodness, during the trip, there were so many sales and all kinds of things going on. So one of my customers said, "I couldn't wait for you to get back. My friend booked us a cruise. Is that okay? I said, sure, because I can take over a reservation as long as it's within 14 days of booking. She said, now I want you to see if you can get us a better deal. I said, sure, I will. So I took a look at it, and lo and behold, they were in an ocean view room because there was three of them, and because it's a new ship on Royal Caribbean. Um, and I looked at the same date, same ship, everything, and we were able to book them a balcony room instead of an ocean view, and it saved them $67. Now, that's not much. $67 between three people, that's not much. But if you consider that we got them a much better cabin, they went from an ocean view to a balcony and saved money. And because we were able to book it for them or take over the reservation, now they have a $50 onboard credit. It's like me buying the first round. I'll call you right back. Okay, bye. That was my brother, and he forgets that I have a show on Monday night, but he's very concerned about Mom, and so I'll be anxious to tell him everything will be okay. So, I do want to tell you that just like this party of three who called me and booked their own reservation, and they had booked the New Year's special with Royal Caribbean. I'm telling you, it always pays to check. Check, because it cost her nothing extra. Actually, they saved $67, and they went from an ocean view to a balcony. 4 category upgrades at a reduction, not an increase. So check with us. We'll be honored to serve you. And I'd be happy just to check, because the way that we got these rates is we're part of Travel Leaders and we are part of Signature Travel Network, both of which hold group space on tons and tons of bookings, selling dates. And we were just able to plug into one of those groups. So that gave us a better price point, and she gets perks when she gets on board. Win-win. That's the way we like it. Well, guys, I want to make sure, if you haven't heard already, we set the date for our 20th Alaska group trip, and it is September 5th of 2027. We will be doing a Alaska cruise tour with Princess Cruise Line. We're gonna fly into Fairbanks and spend one night at the Princess Fairbanks of Alaska. Then we'll do a riverboat cruise the next day. It's a steamboat river cruise, and so what they do is they show you where the last of the gold dredges are. And the last time I was there, we were able to gold pan right there at the gold dredge. And then we're going to go from Fairbanks down to Denali, and we'll spend 2 nights in Denali at the 5-star Princess Lodge in Denali. After we go into Denali and do the wildlife history tour, then we will get on the Alaska Railroad for an 8-hour southbound Alaska Railroad trip to the ship. Do you know that this portion of Alaska Railroad is one of the top 5 train trips in the whole world? So we'd love to have you be a part of it. If you'd like more information, the deal they have going right now is Princess is doing $1 deposits. $1 deposits. It is only good for the 20th and 21st of January. So I'll be home, or no, I won't be home. I'll be at the hospital, but you can message me or email me, and I can take care of you right from there. They're doing the 3rd and 4th guests at highly discounted rates. So I have a family of 3. Actually, it's 3 ladies that are going to go, and Their cruise tour price for 3 is going to run $4,400. That's all in, folks. So if you'd like more information, please reach out to me, Melinda Fargus. I would be honored to serve you. I've been an Alaska specialist for more than 20 years now, and this will be our 20th Alaska group tour. So travel like a local with us. When we get into port, we charter our own bus, and I take you to places other tour groups just don't get to see. Well, guys, I'm going to cut it short. Mom is in there waiting for me to finish. I came on really, the reason was just because I covet your prayers. And I ask you to pray for my mom as she goes through surgery tomorrow. I know the Lord will see her through, but she's our musician at church. And so she does want to be able to play the piano. And that's really her concern. So I appreciate it. And I thank you. And I will be dropping some pictures as I have time at the hospital to go through photos of our trip. Well, have a great time this week in this expected snow that we might get. And let me know how I can serve you in 2026. Just to let you know, everything that is travel is on sale. Hotels are on sale. Air is on sale. Every cruise line's doing something right now. Most resorts are doing tons of discounts because they want to get all of the bookings they can right on the books at the beginning of the year. I'd like that too. So thank you for reaching out to me while I was gone. I was able to book a couple of trips while I've been back this week, and I'll be at the hospital the next couple of days with Mom, but feel free to leave me a message and I'd be honored to serve you. Thanks again from Melinda Fargus, Action Travel. And if you go with us to Alaska, Professional Development Journeys. If you spend 8 hours with us during this 10-day trip, I can show you how to write it off of your taxes. Or at least my accountant says I can write it off of my taxes. It's a 8-hour conference during our trip, all about professional development. If you'd like more information, reach out to me, Melinda Fargus. Phone number is 336-222-TRIP. And remember, without a travel agent, you're on your own. Ciao, guys. See ya.